All right, welcome back everybody to the MF Rec League. We got our second series. I haven't moved. Why isn't the scene moving over? Can I like not get an ad at this time so I can see what's happening on the stream? All right, there we go. Sorry about that. My stream was having issues. It looks like we're finally ready to go. We're gonna be jumping straight into game two. Like I said, we got our second series of the day of our three series we have scheduled. We have game series number two between Exodia and Wits Enders. Wits Enders was the team that you just saw play. Was able to take a game off of Andy's team, so they were able to come out of that 1-1. Able to end it off with a win, so they are going to be hopefully able to ride that high, whereas Exodia, who are currently sitting at 1-1 as well. So both these teams trying to improve their record. Hopefully both these teams able to at least get one win. Neither team wanting it to start the week 1-3. We're seeing right off the bat, we're going to be seeing Pierre targeted bans for Exodia. Jake says he's going to come back, but if you want to join, that's fine. We're seeing the Urgot and the Zac and the Scion. So just going to triple ban Pierre away in the top side. Champions that they do not want to have to deal with. We're going to be seeing the Udyr targeted towards, what's his name? Gandalf, and the Pierre, or not the Pierre, the Lemmy bans with the Vigar and the Seraphine. Hello.
Good morning.
Guten Morgen, as some Germans say in chat.
As some may say. Okay, immediately we have the Shen OTP on his OTP. I have a feeling this is about gonna go as well as when I got Lilia.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised he was allowed to play that. Usually, I feel like that's just a champion that even if you have a counter to it, you just kind of respect ban it because it's like, okay, they can play Shen, but can they play other champions? And so far, we haven't seen too much out of him, so it's gonna be interesting to see what he can do on his main champion.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing specifically what my favorite part about watching OTPs is how they change their runes and itemization depending on matchup. So I'm really curious to see what the top matchup ends up being, but talk about the rest of the draft. Jinx Leona?
Yep.
Maybe? Yeah.
Just gonna get the run back from game 2 of their last series.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I can't recall. No, I don't think we've seen Lemmy play Jinx in the ADC role, but usually Shen Jinx or Shen and Hyper Carry is good just because of the free protection he gives.
I think the only AD carry we've seen him play is Ashe, and that was in the preseason. I think we've only seen, let's see, we saw Vigar into Vigar Alistar bot, and then we saw, I believe, I don't remember actually.
He played Seraphine into us. Into my team, in the preseason. He played Seraphine, and what else was it that he played the second game?
You'll let Orion cook ask this one? Alright. Let's see, we're going to be seeing the Volibear and the Braum. So right off the bat, we're seeing a very tanky team comp. Alright, but also one thing we're not seeing so far is we're not seeing consistent damage. So it's going to be interesting to see how Wits Enders targets that consistent damage sources with the second phase of ban here.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Amox plays a lot of like burst heavy mage champions in the mid. I think we saw him on Ari as well as Zoe. Like those aren't very long fight champions that you want to be seeing with the rest of this team comp. So I'm really interested to see what he plays. Interested in what Lemmy's gonna pick up. This is gonna be a fun game.
One thing I was advocating for last time is I was advocating for a Tristana mid, so they blinded Ari into Amox, and he is originally an AD carry player, and they were needing that consistent damage. So I wonder if we see something more of like an AD carry oriented pick towards the mid lane. for him there if they'd rather put Lemmy on more of a supportive pick. So we're going to be seeing Gemstones and Nivea targeted away, so they're going to start looking towards the mid lane ban.
Yeah, I thought I might have just been seeing things. Sorry. Yeah, no, never mind. We did see a misban. Bold
Okay.
strategy. Bold strategy.
First
You
strike
know what?
Shen.
You know what? I kind of respect the ego play. Just say no. We only need one extra ban against your team. Don't need the extra one.
Maybe it's an actual ban. They just communicated between their team. That's usually what happens when there's a misban.
Perchance.
But you can't just say per chance like that.
Mario is cool as fuck.
All right, let's see. Vibe blind pick. That's definitely something. Usually, you want to pick that after seeing like a mobile AD carry, like a Jinx or a Zeri. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they pick into that. Be seeing the Mundo picked up for the top lane. So giving, I think, I actually don't know how the Shen Mundo matchup goes. I think Mundo wins pretty handedly.
I think I don't know if he necessarily wins lane, but I don't think Shen can really do anything. I mean, Mundo can't do anything to stop his TP. He can just beat down a side lane, which is kind of Pierre's thing. I'm glad they're going with this strategy, presuming that they end up following through with it. But I like giving mid lane last pick, obviously, because top lane's already shown their card. So looks like we're gonna see. I know Amox does play Caitlyn in the ADC role. I wonder if
Yeah.
it's gonna be Lemmy ADC or mid lane.
Well, it's definitely going to be Pizza Chan on the Shen because I doubt they're going to pick him and not put him on it. It's definitely going to be Shmooly on the Braum.
It's definitely
Pizza
gonna be
Chan
Amox.
or LeBlanc picked up, so that makes it seem as going to be Amox LeBlanc because I don't see anybody else playing it on their team. And we're going to be seeing the Brand picked up as the mid lane counter into LeBlanc. How does that matchup go? I feel like, I actually have no idea how that matchup goes for Brand LeBlanc.
I feel like it's on brand to lose the lane. I don't know if LeBlanc can really do much to force a win, but like Brand can clear waves. He can put down easy damage with like his empowered E.
Checking the win rates, and Brand has a 56% win rate into LeBlanc mid. So
that sounds about right.
Apparently, it is a very Brand favored matchup, which kind of makes sense because you're always going to be poked as LeBlanc, and if she ever dashes in, she should have the E applied from minions, and then she gets stunned and just hit with the combo. So
yeah,
it's going to be a rough time for LeBlanc.
I feel like it would remind me a lot of like the LeBlanc Fiddlesticks matchup, where like LeBlanc just kind of loses if she ever goes in, and then she's a worse champion later on. Like Brand into Shen, Braum, Volibear, I would love to have that on my team along with the Jinx. This is ridiculous team fighting power.
Yeah, a lot of front to back team comp, and that's what Witender showed in game 2 of their last series is that they really prioritized those front to back. I think in game 1 they tried to do a dive comp like with the Tom Kench, Kaisa, Maokai, and they were like that's not really our style, and instead opt to go for a more front to back heavy. You have your front tanks that are going to be kind of going in but can also disengage, and then you just have that Jinx and Brand, which are going to always be those consistent damage sources.
And I want to ask this question because I know you cast it. I kind of tuned in and out of the last 2 games. We have Witsenders kind of doing what my team did yesterday, going back-to-back games. Do you think that has got help or hurt them going into this next series?
Well, thankfully they were able to win the second game, so I think it's actually going to help them. Like, sure, the playing back-to-back series does kind of hurt you a little bit because it kind of gives up some of the picks that you might prioritize and might have played better on, but I think it's also a big momentum shift. It's something that happens a lot in baseball is you'll play a lot of games in a day, and usually if you're able to win the first game, people might think, oh, you're going to be tired going into the second one, but no, it actually usually helps you because you are warmed up and you are ready and good to go, rather than people like knowing what you're going to play.
Okay. I was just curious because I remember, I think going into our 3rd game yesterday, we were feeling pretty great going into it. Had like right off high because we went 2 on our first series. Coming into the second one, good on the 3rd game. Then I can't speak for the rest of my team. I could tell I was already just like getting tired because I'd been effectively in the same spot for going on 3 or 4 hours at that point,
Hmm.
and it was a tough game, tough third game, just because Memory of Paul is a good team, had to like actually think and play smart to win that one. Luckily, my top player carried, but going into that fourth game, it was just tough to keep it going. So I think going into this
Mm.
third game, they're on pretty simple champions. Like they don't have any like crazy intense combos they have to hit together. It's pretty straightforward front to back. I think that's good for them. I'm curious to see where this goes later in the series, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this game plays out. And I'm probably gonna be focusing heavily on top side because I want to see how Pizza Chan plays the top matchup.
Hmm.
Because he's been talking a lot of that ish. He hasn't been allowed to play the Shen yet. Most champions ban it out. But he's finally getting a chance to show on it, see how much he can carry, see how well he can play into Pierre.
Yeah, so immediately off the bat, we see that he is taking the ignite, which I think into
Yeah.
the Mundo is good. I will. This is gonna be a bit of a fist fight top lane. Probably not too early on, but there's gonna be a lot of fighting happening there.
Yeah, I feel like into most matchups, Shen's just prioritize the ignite just because you already have the TP in your ultimate, so just having the extra kill pressure early from the ignite just helps out so much.
Yeah, I think the kill pressure is good. I've heard arguments for both TP or Ignite. The main argument you hear with TP is so that you don't lose any lane pressure. You TP out, and then as soon as the fight's over, you're immediately back topside, just continuing to farm and keep up the pressure up there.
Hmm. And then the counter argument for the ignite is that Shen has actually one of the strongest early games for most top laners. Like, there's very few top laners that can like out skirmish him. So just giving him that ignite and that extra kill pressure just helps him snowball the lane a lot faster.
Yeah, having energy as a resource as opposed to mana, and having, excuse me, percent, he has percent health damage on his
Yeah,
abilities, right?
yeah. He
Yeah,
when he drags the Shen Q through someone, he goes up to 4% max health for 3 autos. So he does 30 plus 12% max health magic damage level 1 when he drags the Q through someone.
gross. Imagine playing a champion that does percent max health. I would never.
True. Imagine that, Gwen.
Gwen, Lily, Skarner. We would never touch those champions.
Yeah,
We would never touch those
imagine. That's
champions.
weird. All right,
Hmm.
let's see. Simple bot lane or both junglers starting on the bot side of the map, pathing up towards the top lane. Let's see. Already one thing I'm seeing better that he did better than whoever played Shen the other day is he started with the blade in the lane. So I think it was Owl who played Shen the other day. He didn't drag his Q before the minion wave started, so he didn't get that empowered damage. Wow, Gemstone
Okay.
already getting a Dark Harvest proc in the mid lane.
Yep. That's the really big issue with LeBlanc is like his damage is, or I should say, Brand's damage is just easier to apply. Like there are skill shots, but the empowered like extra blaze E is
Mhm.
ridiculous amounts of damage. I hate playing into Brand mid.
It is so annoying. You just need you try and walk up and you just WE's the backline minion and you just get fucked.
Hmm.
Wow, and Gemstone putting a lot of pressure on him early. Both pots
Jesus.
already popped by the LeBlanc. I did not realize how bad of a matchup this is. And Pierre's just dead.
Yep.
Yeah, and starting to show why that he hasn't been allowed to play his Shen. People just don't respect Shen's early game, and then they're like, wait a minute, why am I half health off of 1Q level 1? Alright, let's see. Pierre going to TP back into the top lane. Let's see what Pizza Chan base is for first. He's already on 800-ish gold, so I wonder if he's just going to go double Ruby or if he goes double Longsword and rushes Titanic. So just going to go for the Ruby Crystal and the refill pot.
If I had to take a blind guess, I would imagine he goes into Heartsteel just because he's already taking Grasp. I think he just wants to stack up more HP. Well, does he want to stack up more HP? Because there is a brand on the enemy team.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would probably rather see Sunfire, just because it allows you to give that consistent damage, and you're not just countering yourself too hard. Gandalf gonna get caught out, almost eats that brand stun, Mars gonna probably be forced to flash here. Good flash by Pizza Chan. It's gonna be Amox picking up the kill.
Yeah, good taunt flash there. Really, really good.
Yeah. Starting to see why people ban it out. Like even me, like I play Shen counters and I still banned it just because it's like, why give the one trick as one trick?
Hmm. What else on the enemy team are you so afraid of where you're just like, nope, we should give the one trick their one trick? Then again, I can't speak because
You
DevNet's
literally
80
got
carries.
Lilia
DevNet's 80
yesterday.
carries are terrifying, man. That man does not get to play his shit, but when he
Sure.
does, it's just a free win for us.
Gandalf gonna
So
be
who am
taking a
I?
quick fight into Mars here. Here, not having a fun time, and now caught out is Gandalf here. Gemstone finding a good roam timer, and it's just gonna die, giving a kill over to the Jinx.
Oh,
Smoothly gonna get jumped in on by Hardy
boom!
here. Not gonna get to connect the traps. Mars is here. Probably really good flash by Hardy there to continue the stun, but just not gonna have enough damage. Heal gonna be used by Lemmy to at least keep his 80 carry or his support alive. And Gemstone just getting ran down here by Amox. Flash going to be used by Mars. I don't really feel like you need to flash just because he is going to... It's a LeBlanc. You're never going to chase her down
Yeah,
without your ultimate. So Amox going to start out with a quick 2-0 despite how well Gemstone is playing this early game phase.
yeah, this is kind of what they need to happen for Blue Side to potentially win this game. Like, LeBlanc needs to. I was saying it the last time Amex played it, where it was like LeBlanc falls off. You need to get early lead. Same thing here, but even more so playing into a brand. Brand will always be more useful in a fight unless you can guarantee you are popping one or two of the squishies.
Yeah, definitely. They already got in the last chapter base here, so slowly going in towards, I'm assuming it's going to be Ludens, maybe Malignants. I know some LeBlancs like the Malignants just for the more burst ability, using extra spells while also being extra safe in lane, because you're always going to have that double W up. Let's see, Pichu-chan. I wonder if he tries anything here. Has the Ignite. I wonder if he thinks he has enough damage. Pierre is about half health.
Pierre, he is probably aware of just the Mundo ult though. Like even though he has Ignite, like it's still a ton of healing so quickly.
Rank 3. Oh, yeah. Void Grub going to be picked up here. Only going to grab one for Mars. It's a bit
Yeah, it's not
surprising.
it's not as meta as it used to be, but this used to be a very common higher elo tactic by junglers just because of how much EXP one of them gives. Like getting three of them gives a lot of XP, but you get
Takes
the
a long ass
most from the
time.
first one. I'm pretty sure you get the most from the first one though, as well. I might be
Hmm.
wrong on that. They may have changed it in the most recent grub change, but it's something that like even I did in a few of our games, especially our preseason ones. I just run in, grab one, I get a ton of XP, and I'm
Yeah.
out.
It's kind of like similar to the old Scuttle Crab meta, where it was like
Mhm.
just prioritize grabbing it because of how much XP it gives.
Okay, I'm getting confirmation from chat. Yeah, so that first one is like is
Significant.
60% of the total you get.
Oh, okay. Lemmy almost going to get caught up by that Zenith Blade. Botwave's in a pretty bad spot. The Jinx is just kind of happy just staying right here. Caitlyn really needs to start pushing a lead here because you will eventually get outscaled by the Jinx.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the mid lane matchup. It's just one of these is a more useful champion later. You have to find a way to get a lead. All right, we have double longsword on Pizza Chan's buy, so I assume this is into the Titanic Hydra then for first item.
Yeah, looks like he is going to opt into it.
I personally would not have gone that, but there's a reason why I have like 2 Shen games ever under my belt, and he's the OTP, so time to learn.
Yeah. Oh, Shen going to use the TP here offensively instead of defensively, so he's going to use it onto them. Catch out Hardy here, who's trying to move up the jungle. Amok's going to pick up another kill here. Gemstone trying to drop some AoE damage. Shen going to go in onto The Brand, who is almost 1 HP, but not going to find enough damage. Ignite going to finally take him out. Jinx trying to get another reset. Already has one, but won't be able to keep it up. Mars going to get DPS down by the Braum stun in. Lemmy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, Drake. Oh, the Drake started attacking the LeBlanc. Oh
everyone
my
is
goodness.
so low.
That was, oh my goodness. That was actually probably just Caitlyn heal value away from being like a pentakill at 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now let's check out the damage or the gold graph for top lane. It's actually even now. So despite being 2-1, the Shen unfortunately had a TP away, goes down 25 CS and loses 2 turret plates for that. And Pierre still has TP back, but wait, Pierre's just basing on a ward. Why was there just a ward in that bush?
No, he just put the ward down.
Oh,
That's
okay,
a new
okay.
ward. That's a new ward.
Okay, that's a really weird ward spot to have. I guess. Didn't see him put it down.
Looks like Pierre does not have to burn Ghost for that. Luckily, gets a movement speed from his ultimate. Gets on out of there.
And it looks like
And
he's
this is
just
fine for him. He can
yeah.
trade his health bar. He has
Okay.
TP.
Yeah, he's gonna trade his health bar and just try and get enough gold. Probably has Heartsteel in base now. Ooh, Shmuley gonna get caught up by the Zenith Blade as well as the Leon or the Vi engaging onto him. This gonna be another kill going over to Mr. Mike Legs voice. And now you have a 3-0 Jinx.
Yeah,
All right,
this is scary.
this is similar to what happened in last game. Is that they took a really bad bot fight for in the matchup between Witsenders and In Memory of Paul. The Jinx got a almost quadra kill around 11-12 minutes around a dragon fight, and the game was just snowballed from there. So Amox needs to start putting some pressure on. He needs to get Ludens as fast as possible, shove a wave, and try and get this shutdown on the Jinx.
Yeah, I mean, this LeBlanc is 401, very, very strong. As soon as he gets that first item, he kind of has to do the, well, time to just go blow up the ADC time.
Bonk.
Heartsteel.
Free.
Bonk.
We're scaling. Titanic, ooh. Brother, we got Heartsteel.
Mm-hmm.
Now another plate going over to them. Amox jumping it onto Gemstone here. He's going to have to be forced to pop the ultimate to disengage Amox. It looks like Pizza Chan is just going to back out. Might have enough gold for Titanic. And did not expect to see this today. I did not expect to see a Jinx bullying a Caitlyn under turret.
Goodness, man. This has to be the... Can we check how much gold is sitting in this Jinx's pockets? It has to be, like, too much.
Only 1,000.
Okay, only 1,000.
Yeah. He has Kraken and Boots in base. So once he's able to get that, Lemmy going to get jumped on here by Hardy. He's going to force out the Shen's TP. Pierre going to get jumped on here while they were fighting for the Void Grubs in the top side. So despite the Shen TPing away, they still get a favorable fight in both top and bot. Ooh, Pizza Chain getting really close to death here.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike just honestly needs to sack the wave. Just sack the wave. You have Kraken and Berserkers in base.
Yeah, get on out there, get your power spikes, and then you can come back and bully Lemmy again for probably another minute before that Shen ult is going to be back up.
Yeah, Shen ult's currently on a 2-minute cooldown around, what is that, 160? So
Oh my goodness.
2-minute,
yeah.
40-second cooldown at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know why Chad is yapping right now. I mean, if you think about it, Heartsteel, that scale's infinite. Every single time he gets one, it's worth, no matter what.
Yeah, and every time you die, the amount of gold you give over to the enemy team goes down. So one's going down, the other one's going up. Really got to think about which one's better,
Yeah, plus he's up in CS. I think this beer guy's smurfing right now.
honestly. Who cares if LeBlanc gets fed? It's a LeBlanc. The hell does she do?
Mr. Caster, I'm gonna have to request you to headshot this bot in chat.
I got you, I got you.
Boom. Huh?
Huh?
Wait,
Oh, God. Okay, I might have to turn on...
Oh, follower only.
Yeah, follower only mode for like a fucking 10-minute thing. Alright, while all that was going on, looks like we got a quick mid gank here. Gandalf still has ultimate, but doesn't... Oh, it does interrupt the turret at least, so... Ultimate going to be used by Hardy here. Going to find the ultimate onto Lemmy here. He's going to use the Braum ult to disengage. Mike, brother, you don't want to make sure you want to turn on to Shmuley here. Shmuley, once the shield goes down, is a very squishy character.
Yep, that's a
Oh,
rocket.
God! Gonna ult flash into the rocket.
My man, this is such a chill
Wait,
game right
Gandalf?
now. Wait,
Okay.
flash in. Flash in, Mike.
Nah, he's not chill
It's
like
not
that.
on cooldown. That means you can use it, and you should use it.
And that's the support kingdom I like. Hardy, just dive his ass here. Brother, just walk at him and Q him. Guess not. I guess they were still afraid of potentially the volley bear still being towards the bot side of the map.
Which I can respect, even though, yeah, no, I can respect that. Yes, you have this big bounty on the Jinx. You don't want to give that over at this point,
True.
and I can kind of respect the
Amox, please
going
run straight
slower.
bot lane here.
Kill the Jinx. They are under half health.
He ran straight from base to like around Raptors instead of just running straight bot. So just wasn't paying attention. There's a very big bounty on that Jinx there.
Yeah, this is just the most classic pure gameplay I've ever seen. Get solo killed, don't care. You're gonna take the first turret anyway.
Yeah.
Or at least the top turret first.
Ready? Bonk. Just hit him with that E real quick. Let's see. He's already at 100. All right. It's only half of Connor's stacks, you know. Gotta do better than that, Pierre. Looks like we've got a quick fight here. They are just going in super deep onto the Jinx, and the Braum secures the shutdown.
Oh, you hate
And
to see it.
the
Double kill!
Now that's a support kingdom, baby. He's just
Never
getting
mind.
towards his items. He's at 2k gold. He wants that Knight's Vow for his 80 carry.
Nah, if I'm this Braum right now, I'm saying, you know what, my 80 carry isn't doing anything. It's time for me to go Runans. It applies my procs on every target now. It is worth it. Yeah, if I'm Amox, I'm a little upset, but if I'm Caitlyn, I am mauling my ass off. I'm
Ready?
30
Bonk.
CS behind an entire tower against a Jinx. Oh my god.
Yeah, and you also got to realize that you're pretty much the only person who's going to do damage to this Mundo later on, and the fact that you're falling behind, this man is going to be nigh unkillable, because who the hell else is going to kill him? LeBlanc? Volley? Shen? Speaking of deaths, Pierre just going to pop the ghost and run away.
And he's gone.
Let's see, just watch him walk away like a real Chad.
Yeah.
Let's go back to how this is
man.
going down in the mid lane. Hardy has to be careful here. A quick stun from the Braum will definitely be his demise. I would not go in on their Mars. I think they just need to play for the turret. Let's see. Mike, it's 1925, I think, for IE with those components. So he's about 1,100 gold off of his second item spike. With Dragon spawning in 4 minutes, he should have that for the next fight.
Yeah, in the side lanes, we're obviously going to have this Shen versus Mundo matchup. It's going to get a little spooky just because Mundo Pierre is going straight into his Sunfire second item. That's going to be doing a lot with how much HP he's getting.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be hitting
Low
hard.
key, I just want to see Pierre just go Sunfire and then end it like Titanic. I just want to see him be pure HP split push tank.
Yeah, I respect that. I want Pierre to just run this
1825.
game on his own clock. He does not care about the rest of the game.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Worth. He's scaling. What the fuck just happened in the mid lane? I think
Wait,
we need
it's
to take
reset now.
Mars.
They can take it again. They can take it again.
I don't think they wanted to see. Mike thought about it for a second. It looks like, wait, okay. Oh, Shmuley flashing forward, trying to get the ultimate. Amox coming out of the shadows with the Shen ultimate, trying to get the dive onto the Jinx. Nobody's hitting them, so they're now free firing. Get one reset, please. Onto somebody. Ghost gonna be popped, but it's only gonna be one death. It's gonna be Hardy dying. And Gemstone and Pierre are just having the time of their lives in the side lane. Speaking of Pierre, brother, you might want to run.
Honestly, if you're red side, are you saying, okay, we're kind of chill with what just happened? Because the Braum not only burnt their ultimate, but also Flash,
Yeah.
as well as the Shen ultimate. Like, what's the cooldown on that now? Right around that 2 minutes?
Minute 33. So he will have it up for next dragon.
Brother, what? No, hover that again. Let's try that one again. 130 seconds.
It's a minute and 33 until it's up in the bottom
Oh, you have
left.
that timer down there. I didn't see that.
Yes.
I'm still gonna make fun of you for being an idiot.
Ah, whatever. Fucking goober. Lilia players can't do math. Come on, get that heart steal. You see two here.
Yeah, two. Come on, Pierre. Turn on them. Yeah,
Yes.
one.
Okay. At least
Yeah.
got. Wait, did he get both? Oh, he got one.
Okay.
Can we watch back the Herald charge? Sure, why not? Let's see
What else are
where.
we gonna do? It was right there, yeah. When Leona took the turret.
Let's see what happened here. Oh, I see what he was trying to do. He was gonna have Mike kill the first turret and then crash it onto the second.
Okay.
So he just didn't realize how long it was gonna take Mike to take that fight.
hmm
Let's go
Oh
quick
well.
turbo speed up mode. Let's see what happened here. Pierre just tried to fight. Or no, this is the death already. Yeah. Let's see. Did he get that heart steal proc? He's at 158. He didn't. Okay.
No.
Wow, Pierre, you're failing us, brother.
No, it's still worth because he's lowering his death gold.
True. Who cares if I die? Look at the max gold. He's still up a gold over the Shen. It's
I'm
like,
not sure if it's because of the speed up, but Discord stream is a bit bricked. Could you restart that for me?
yeah, I got you.
Oh, perfect.
Let's see. We got a quick DC out of the jungler. So while we're in this pause, let's take a quick second. Let's look at the state of the map. All right. Top lane, even in gold. Jungle, even in gold. Gemstone down at 100. But the real question is, how do you stop this Jinx who's up 2k gold over this Caitlyn?
Yeah,
Now
1,000
on 2
gold.
items.
The LeBlanc is 1,100 gold up on the brand, but this Jinx, a single reset in any of these fights, and it's game over. Also, as soon as Jinx hits 3 items, I assume LDR,
Hmm.
their front line gone. It's absolutely ridiculous how much power this Jinx has over this game.
Hmm. Yeah, it's all on Mike to carry this game. Pierre can put a lot of pressure in the side lane, but they can eventually just match him because Pizza Chan can just TP out and make it a 4v5 whenever he wants. It's
Also,
gonna be on Mike to carry.
also, side note, if I'm Caitlyn, I'm still looking at the extra IE that Jinx has, then I'm looking at my support and saying, is that Kindle gem really worth it? Was that worth it?
Was that Knight's Vow necessary? All right, look at the support kingdom. He's still up 600 gold. That's all that matters.
Wait, only 600? He got 2 shutdowns,
We
didn't
don't.
he?
He got one shutdown and another kill.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
Let's see. How much was the shutdown? He got a 450 gold shutdown. So he got 750 plus. He had 1,050 gold, and somehow he's lost. What is that? 500 of that lead, despite
you know what?
already dying in that last team fight.
Never mind. We don't ask questions. We don't need to.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. Now, the real question is, how fast can Gemstone get to Leandries? Let's see. He's sitting on 1,200 gold. He's like, what, 600 gold off? Probably won't be able to get it before the next dragon. But I don't see a way Exodia fights that dragon.
Yeah. I without the Shen ults. Well, what's the cooldown on right now? Can we hover it in pause?
It is 27 seconds, but it is a
Okay.
2 minute and 8 second cooldown.
Okay, so it'll be up for this next fight, which I think is obviously good. I just don't know. Amox has to carry a lot of the damage. That's a rough
Mhm.
fight to take. Because you're Caitlyn, like trying to put respect where it's due. Caitlyn isn't doing a lick of damage right now.
She is a trap bot, which feels really bad as a Caitlyn. Like you just CC,
Yeah,
so Amox can hit his abilities.
yeah. I mean, like
But
I
then,
have been seeing the combo they've been kind of running, where Amox is jumping into the backline really early in a fight with the Shen ult on top of him.
mhm.
That I think is great. That's working really well for their team. I'm I haven't seen enough of it yet to be like, is this a one-off cheese thing that can be stopped, or is this like actually just gonna be the game-defining play?
Yeah, it almost worked last fight, but unfortunately the Caitlyn or they didn't have enough CC lockdown, so the Jinx was able to just back off. And unfortunately, Hardy doing a good job as a support, traded his life for his AD carries, kept them alive.
Good. Uh, take a look at summoners. It looks like Gemstone won't be having either summoners up for this next fight. Can we get a look at Jinx Flash though?
41
41
seconds, so he
seconds.
will
That'll
have
be
it.
there.
Won't have Ghost.
Hmm.
But Amox, Gandalf, Pizza Chan, everyone besides Shmuley has Flash on their side, so only gonna have, let's see, Hardy's Flash. Hardy will have Flash up, so we at least will have most of the flashes. The only one who won't have summoner spells for the next fight is going to be Gemstone.
Will Gemstone have their ultimate up for the next fight?
Ultimate 129. If they can draw it out, probably towards
Yeah,
like the end of the right as around like when Dragon's dying, they'll have it.
hmm Yeah, as long as it's not started and burst really early, that'll be up for the fight. Obviously, you have the Vial. If you okay, here's a good question. If you're Mars, who are we trying to Vial here?
Probably just the LeBlanc. Like the second you see the Shen TP, just LeBlanc, ult her instantly and try and keep the LeBlanc as far away from your Jinx as possible. I don't really think Mars really needs to be the one engaging. I think that's more of Hardy's job. I think he just needs to be the one peeling. He needs to peel whoever's diving onto Jinx here and try and take them away as long as possible.
Okay, I see that. Can we check gold again real quickly? I wonder if Shadow Flame is gonna be done on this blank. Say 1,000 gold. This we might have a Shadow Flame coming in for the
Yeah,
drain fight. Two
it's
items
it's
is
it's
gonna be a lot.
I think it's 850 combination. So
Yeah.
we'll have it. Probably gonna take the base after this wave.
Doesn't have TP though. They gotta
It's a minute
probably use
till
it.
Dragon, so they're chilling.
Yeah, just for positioning wise, I assume you'd want to just get in there pretty early though.
Hmm. Let's see, man. How long does it take to swap PCs, brother?
Brother, he does. You know what? He can DC, and it won't even matter. I guarantee you, Volibear is a champion. You can play DC'd or not. It'll
You
be the exact same. I promise you that.
could be playing on 1 FPS, seeing literally a frame every second. You could still probably play Volibear properly.
Hmm.
You run really fast at someone, and then you just press your other spells.
Yep. That's about it.
Like if Yumi players can play Yumi with their feet, I think a volley player can play without hands. All right, let's check out the odds of this game. I never actually saw what they were for. Wow, 85% in favor of Mike. So a lot of people betting for can't patch. Thoughts on? Oh, that was Mike. All right. Now we already know how the series go. Let's talk about the series that's going to be happening later tonight. How are you feeling about Kwangdong Tigers and Grubby Gladiators later tonight?
Um, we
We've already seen one
think.
series out of Tyler's team, but we haven't been able to see too much out of the Kwangdong Tigers. They did actually get 2-0'd in their one preseason game they played, so
I think the results of the Guangdong Tigers will be completely dependent on whether or not their coach, I don't know if you know him or know his name, Shaquille O'Neal, shows up and gives them a pep talk. I've heard he
okay,
gives
okay.
very, very uh, encouraging talks before every single game that they have. So I think it is very predicated on how well that goes for their team.
Okay, okay. Yeah, definitely. Love me some Shaquille O'Neal pep talks. It's very, very enticing. Definitely get you riled up.
Hmm.
It's a shit team. Which one? One respect W. I'll pre-drink this game.
Respect W. Trying to reach him.
What do you mean trying to reach him? Where the fuck did he go? Every respect W I get, I will drink. Okay, how badly do we want to fuck up Zare's night?
Respect W. That's not even Zaire. Or I guess that would be Zaire's knight. Never mind.
Yeah, Zare's AD carry.
That's Zaire's top laner.
Yeah, I mean top laner.
I bet all my points on the gladiators. True.
I am not drinking tonight.
Yes, you are. A jungler said he wanted to shoot me in the head. I want to shoot my 80 carries in the head all the time, no matter who they are.
Like
That is just,
I still got some Bacardi left, so maybe I'll drink some of that later tonight.
it just comes with being a jungler. You just want to kill everyone on your team. Two strongest players blackout drunk? Words I'd never use in the same sentence as Zaire and strong, but hey, who am I? True, especially Tai Tai. Oh my goodness, the amount of times I wanted to shoot that guy.
Yeah. Let's see. We got our live action picture of Zare real quick on the stream.
Oh no. Oh no. No. You know what? All things considered, I thought it was gonna be worse. All things considered, I thought it was gonna be a worse picture. Samira Q to the head? On God. Wait, close range or long range?
Yeah, that's the
Actually, you know
real
what?
question.
Both.
No, the only person who's getting a Samira Q to the head is Monkey if he doesn't get his ass back in this fucking game.
Whoa, no swearing in the game. This is a family-friendly stream, Mr.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Sorry, my fucking bad. I'll watch my mouth. Yeah, we're almost 12 minutes into this pause. Soon we might be hopping into a chess game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, yo, the run back of all time.
Well, we'll see what are they talking about. This is coming out of your paychecks for sure. Are you gonna punish me? Hey, yo!
Huh?
Alright, LeBlanc players and being masochists. Name a better duo.
Actually, you know what? Here. Oh, wait, we can't do two Gambas at once. I was gonna say, let's do an over-under on whether I get back before or after the pause stops. I was gonna go make myself some dinner.
Do that. You probably got time.
Alright, we'll be back, chat.
Let him know, Za. Yes. Dude named himself after a boardwalk. My parents chose Pierre. You chose Pizza Chan. Numero signo. Bro can't even spell five in Spanish, right? White people trying to understand non-English names be wild. Or Velcro. Alright, looks like we are finally jumping back into this game 15 minutes later. My meter is still running, so this is going to be billed to the Rec League. Alright, looks like we're finally back. And like we were talking about earlier, we got dragons spawning in a minute. Amox should be able to base here, try and grab the Shadow Flame. Oh, excuse me. Grab the Shadow Flame. The Jinx, everyone will have flashes up and Ghost for Pierre. Jesus Christ. Besides Gemstone, who had his flash and Ghost burnt about 30 seconds ago. No flash is going to be on the side of the Braum, so should be an interesting team fight unless they want to drop this one. The Jinx is on her second item as well as Pierre, so they are rather strong at the moment. Let's see. We got Wits Enders setting up some Dragon Vision like we were talking about. Dragon's going to be spawning in the next 10 seconds. We got the Volley Bear and the Caitlyn potentially looking towards the top side. With the jungler top side, I'm assuming that means they're going to be dropping the dragon here. Just going to hand it over to the side of Wits Enders. Pierre just going to pop the Ghost and Ultimate to run away, and yeah, I would say that's a fine trade. Going to grab another Heartsteel stack here. Flash going to be forced out of Pizza Chan. So they're going to get another kill onto Pierre, but I really don't know how that's worth. You popped Flash, so you won't have it for the next dragon fight. They're starting up Herald here, or Baron here, but I don't think they have the damage. Like, they're going to be taking a lot of damage, and they're starting to get wind of it. They're like, wait a minute. We haven't seen them on the map for a while. Amox looking for a potential gank onto... Oh, wow, gets caught in the traps. Shen going to be forced to use the ultimate. Hardy going to go in potentially. Pizza Chan, you don't want to give that reset over to the Jinx. Going to get the empowered auto and going to be able to get at least a shutdown onto the Jinx. Going to fire the ultimate, going to miss it. They do secure the Baron. Gemstone going to come over finally, going to secure that kill onto Amox here. They're diving in onto the backline after the Dragon or Baron was secured, and it looks like they're going to lose 4 of their team members. So, four kills, a shutdown going to the Jinx for Baron. Don't really know how worth that is. I think if we had the LCS gold graph, the Baron power play would say minus 1,000 gold right now. Now let's look at the gold income. Now, mid lane, which was originally down 1,200 gold, is now only down 300 over the LeBlanc. Jungle still even. Pierre only down 300, but still, that Jinx is still almost up 3k gold. But the big thing is, Support Kingdom still has that gold lead. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, if they lose, it's a team gap. Pierre just going to absorb some pressure here. Gandalf, the one still with the Baron, so he's going to be grouping into the mid lane, trying to get the mid turret dropped here, but they don't have the best sieging. Caitlyn is not the most fed, and this Jinx is now building towards the LDR. Amox going to potentially force them away. Hardy has to be careful. Ooh, big two-man ultimate by Hardy here, going to catch them out, but Amox jumping in onto the backline, going to potentially get the kill, going to find the assassination onto Mike, who goes a bit too deep. We got a big skirmish here. Amox going to live on 1 HP. Lemmy is autoing for free. I don't know what is going on. Gandalf going to force to be used the ultimate to get out. Pizza Chan is going in deep with the Shmooly. With Shmooly, who is going to die, and somehow this is a 4-for-1. Oh, okay. It is a 4-for-2 at least. The bot lane of Wits Ender is going to die, and now Lemmy... That is a 2-for-5. How is that worth? Okay, you got the kill on the Shen, or off the Jinx, so you do get a... What is it?
I come back and they're all dead.
Yeah, you missed 2 back-to-back fights. you missed... there was a Baron fight, and now that mid fight.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
yeah, just...
I saw Pierre got double kill, so you know what? Pierre, my goat.
Yeah, pretty much. They fought Baron, traded 4-for-0, and got Baron. And they kept it on their Volley Bear, and then they just found that fight there. They killed the bot lane of Wits Enders, but they all got ace for it.
Oh my lord. I see 322 Heartsteel stacks. Nah, Pierre is actually my goat.
Legit. 1,200 HP from that item. Nasty. Let's look at the gold graph. Now Pierre is now up 300 gold over the jungle, who has been down all game. Mars is now up 1,100 gold over the Volley Bear. Once again, another person who's been down all game. Gemstone's now up 1,000 gold over the LeBlanc, and the gold graph between the 80 carries just keep widening. 3,500 in favor of the Jinx.
Yeah, I've got my 2 sandwiches, but I just came back to something absolutely ridiculous. I could have predicted this with how team fights would go, but man, this swung really fast.
Yeah, it was really weird. Amox found a really early assassination onto Mike early on into the fight, and they still lost it. Even with I don't think Brand was there for a good chunk of the fight either. So they just got diffed.
Hmm.
once Amox died, they lost a lot of their damage. Pierre just not really giving a fuck, still has the ultimate, gonna pop it, and he's just buying time, man. Mars going in
Yeah, we
onto Gandalf here, gonna get him down to half health. Support King gonna be forced to flash out. Jinx is free firing. They got one reset, they got two resets, they got a third reset. Pizza Chan TPing in onto the LeBlanc here. Will be able to escape using the blast cone, but that's gonna be a 3-for-0 in favor of Wits Enders.
Yeah. You know what? I was about to say you hate to say it. No, I absolutely love to say it. Demi, this is Artie's universe, and we are just guessing it.
Yeah.
We are passengers.
Hardy is played his. This is going to be his what? Seventh
Nine?
seventh rec league game.
Is this game or series? Because I could believe either.
This is his fourth series and his seventh game.
My man.
Brother is the seasoned veteran that you pull in to guide your team for a late playoff push. Dragon going to be secure. Now let's look at the gold graph. Jinx has the LDR in base, so she's reaching max potential. She is.
Yeah.
Hardy throat goat confirmed. Brother, please never say that again.
No, but he is so right. You hate to say it, but he is so right. Hardy is not the person you pick up to be like, oh, this is how you play this matchup. You don't play him for that type of game knowledge. You pick him up because you're just like,
I
I
need
know the
someone
people in
that's just
this
gonna
league.
die and just say
I know,
fuck my life.
not even that. It's like, I know the people in this league. This is how we beat this person. Not
Mhm.
this champion, this person. This is how we tilt them.
Can't tilt Hardy.
Uh-uh. The most untiltable person I've ever met in my life, I swear.
Yeah, and like I was saying, you pick up Hardy because you know he's gonna go in and he's not gonna shy away. All right, he has a go button. He doesn't have a back out button. He doesn't care if he dies. And it
As
could be
far
a
as Hardy's
blessing and a
concerned,
curse. Who cares?
as far as Hardy's concerned in my eyes,
Ooh,
he,
flash gonna be used by Pizza Chan here onto Mike. He's just gonna flash out of it.
good flash.
Standing in the Shen W, but it will be at least 2 kills picked up. They do find the kill onto the Jinx, but does it really matter, though? Brand is just hitting for free. Amox finds the pick onto the Brand, though, but this Caitlyn's useless.
Hmm.
And Pierre's doing Pierre things.
This is Pierre, my goat. He said there are 3 inhibitors up. I will make sure they are all down. Rest of my team, do whatever the hell you want.
Oh no, LeBlanc's coming near me. Whatever will I do?
Oh no, a LeBlanc is coming near a Mundo. I'm sure he's terrified.
Guys, surely my Storm Razor, i.e. Caitlyn's gonna do anything to the 7,000 HP Mundo.
Hmm.
Well, 5k, but who cares?
Hmm. Emotionally, he's 10k plus.
Bro's probably on cloud 9 at this point.
Hmm.
Honestly, Sludge who?
That's what I'm saying.
Pierre quaking his boots right now, shivering his timbers. Bro's scuffing his Tims the way he's shaking right now.
Bro, they're wasting an import slot on this Thanatos guy? Nah, man. Just pick up Hardy. Or, you know what? Actually, yeah, pick up Hardy. What the fuck
Send
is
Hardy
Wolf's
top
team doing?
lane.
Pick up Hardy, pick up Pierre. These
Oh,
are just...
jeez.
Ooh!
Brother,
A little unfortunate.
What is
A little
that?
unfortunate.
All right, they're just playing with their food at this point. They're going to grab Baron. This is probably going to be the final push.
Yeah. As we go on, though, I want to bring this up as the game finishes out. Are other teams going to be banning the Shen from now on?
I still think they probably will. He played really good in the early game. He's tried some good plays with his team, but unfortunately with the Jinx just getting so fed that there's not much they could do. Because you've seen in fights, even when they kill the Jinx, the Vi and the Brand are still just doing so much damage.
And follow-up question to that. If they do get to play the Shen again because teams are saying, lost with it, not afraid of it anymore, for whatever reason, if that's what teams start thinking, What does the rest of the team need to change to make the Shen pick work?
I think they just need to move Amox back AD carry. They need somebody who can be that consistent DPS source because Lemmy has just not been popping off on the AD carry. But wrapping that up, it's going to be 27-16 in a 30-minute game for Wits Enders.
Yeah, good job closing out the end. They played around their win conditions. Like they lost early, but they had a fed jinx. They didn't care. They said, "We'll see you at 30 minutes."
Now, the real question is, in both their series today, the only reason that Wits Enders was able to pull out a win is because they got the jinx and she got fed. How do you think they're going to play going into this next game without that kind of just win con?
Even if we don't have the jinx on Wit's Ender side, I think they are gonna opt still into the hyper carry style of ADC. I imagine at least that's what they would want to do. Like we know that Mike can play Felios. Obviously, I don't think it's to the level of his Jinx, but I do think it's good enough to where they can play it. So I think we're gonna see an Aphelios here. If we don't see an Aphelios, I am like very interested in seeing what Mike ends up opting into.
Yeah. Yeah, like what Demi said, your 80 carry is your insurance policy, and Lemmy just isn't pulling it off. He's not going to be that late game insurance policy that you can just rely on if the rest of the map doesn't pan out.
hmm I think maybe this is a good adaptation that Wits Enders has gone for. They banned the Veigar and Seraphine away from Lemmy, which are two champions that are just like, even if I fall behind, I'm still a champion at some point in the game. Do you think they're just gonna keep that up? Obviously, they don't. They definitely don't need a ban the Shen because it's already been played. Like, and the way that we have our fearless draft set up, he can't repick that Shen.
I think they still ban away those champions. I think those are just try and take him off something that's always going to be useful is probably the best bet because you saw they actually won one of their preseason games because Lemmy popped off on the Vigar.
hmm
It's a very easy to play champion, and putting him on a traditional 80 carry, he's not going to just have that safety blanket like a Seraphine or Vigar has. Let's see, already got 4K bet onto Mike. Haven't even seen draft yet. People are already like, I'm betting on Mike's team.
hmm Honestly, respect W.
All
Hardy in
right,
charge of bans, taking charge of this team. I respect it. Yep, there's a Veigar. I expect to see a Seraphine and what else? Probably the Udyr.
probably Udyr again. That's what they did the first game.
Mm,
Pierre doesn't really like the Udyr, and it's a good flex.
Putting respect on Pierre. Yeah, damn right you do.
All right, gonna be seeing once again the Scion, Zac, and probably what did they ban game three? It was Scion, Zac. I don't know. We'll see here, and I don't expect bans to change. Unfortunately, that's one of the drawbacks with Format One is that you kind of always see the same bans. And there's the Urgots. Yeah, taking out three of the champions.
Are
Uh,
these three Pierre target bans?
yeah, they targeted banned Pierre in the game one as well.
My man, Pierre putting up the big numbers, still coming out with the wins, even with the target bans. Respect to Zell.
We've seen the Nautilus picked up here, so taking it away from Shmuley, not allowing him to play it, instead going to give it over to Hardy. And with the Braum taken away, they're probably going to look to go for the Leona. Ash
Yeah,
going to be picked up here for Lemmy as well.
I imagine they go Ash Leona. Then with Ash and Leona, I honestly like for Exodia, they have that pick comp then, excuse me. Like you can play a very bursty mage with that.
No, ooh, don't do it. Unless this is Amox Ash, then I'm fine with it. But if this is Lemmy's Ash, I don't want to see Ash Melio.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive lane that like you do have to know decently well how to play and how to play with the long fights. What do we think is going to come in? I imagine it's going to be an ADC response. What do we think is coming to the Ash? The
If
Felios
Mike is
is
a
up.
Giga Chad, he goes Samira. Ooh, Jin.
Mm,
Okay, I like the Jin. Jin did just get
mm,
buffs. I played him in solo queue. He is really strong at the moment if you get the good team comp.
yeah, I like it with the Ashe. You just kind of need a bit of a more carry heavy mid jungle, and I think Jin is a phenomenal champion.
Yeah, always going to have that setup potential. It's going to allow Gemstone and Mars to play more aggressive in the mid game because if you find a root onto somebody, that is just a death. And yeah, going to see the Viego picked up
Big.
here. I like that. You have the engage with the Jin and the Nautilus. Just get some follow up, get one reset, game's over.
Now, among the Rec League, if I recall, there is a bit of a curse of Viego right now, where the last 2 games he did absolutely nothing in. Lee
Okay, we're going to
Sin,
be
this
seeing Pizza Chan's Lee Sin.
most likely, I'd assume, yeah. So this is probably gonna be a top lane from Gandalf here.
Yeah. Now,
But,
if I'm the side of Wits Enders, what are we going to be targeting? Probably. God, what other top laners would you ban?
mm,
Because he played the
Malphite, just because you're
Udyr
playing
last
Jhin.
time. Yeah, definitely need to get rid of tanks. So I would like to see Alawi. It's another champion that Pierre does not like playing into. I would like to see actually a Malphite ban. Makes Jin's life hell and Viego's life hell.
Mhm. Trying to think of what I'd want to play mid lane into either comp right now.
Gemstone wants to. I wouldn't mind seeing a Victor. You got a lot of squishy units. You could just play a more aggressive, like Loot and Shadow Flame build if he wants to. If he just wants to play to one shot so far, and it allows your Viego to get that reset.
Yeah, I like the Victor a lot. There's the Malphite.
Okay,
Okay,
there we go.
wanted to see that. What are we picking on red side here? It can't
God,
feel
would
good to
he
be.
Mordekaiser? I was thinking
Okay.
about the Mordekaiser. All right, it prevents the Viego's resets. It's a pretty decent pick into Pierre with the Urgot band away. And Pierre doesn't typically play like Mordekaiser counters. Like he's not gonna bust out Fiora or Jax. He's gonna pick something probably like Tom Kench or Maokai instead.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's gonna be the Victor hover. Like I said, right now I doubt you're gonna see it. I doubt Kassadin's gonna come out in the mid lane.
If it's Amax mid lane, I could see it happening just because mechanically I think you'd be able to scale in and pull it off.
Not if it's gonna be Lemmy mid lane. What do you pick?
I don't know. I haven't seen Lemmy play anything outside of Seraphine Vagar. It's a genuine I don't know.
Like Anivia, I guess would be the one of the only ones because she's like she has some mechanics, but she's also easy to play. And no, it's just gonna be with the Ari. It makes me think it's gonna be Amox mid. So yeah, now I'm really hating the Ashe Leona if that is Lemmy 80 carry.
Yeah, it's a very, very pick heavy comp, and if they play around that and just like never give blue side a real team fight, they can win that way.
Mhm.
But that's it. That's the only way I see them winning.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser's just gonna be sitting in a side lane. Tom Kench once he gets to his item spikes, Tom Kench won't be able to play the game into Mord. But you also have such a squishy team comp that Nautilus, Viego, Victor, Jin can so easily find one of you picked out, and you're just gonna explode in a second.
Hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this. They're going to have to play around vision, so it's going to be heavily on Ashe to find people like just caught out using the E and then use the ultimate, and then just have Pizza Chan follow up with an Ari, and then just try and burst somebody before the side of Wits Enders can respond. Now, looking at both these team comps, which team comp would you rather play at the moment?
I'd feel a lot more. Let me think about this one. Because if you're saying which one would I feel more comfortable playing with if it was my team, I
Yeah.
would be picking red side just because we have our DevMets Ash, we have our Moxie and Ari. Those are
I'm
we have
not.
our
I'm
Swice
just
Mr.
talking
Emilio.
like I'm just talking about like champions. Like if every single
this
player
is-
was like evenly matched, which team would you rather play?
Yeah, nameplates off. These are bots going up against each other. and we're just spectating. Can we do that? Can we do like 10-man bot games and just spectate that?
I think you can. I think because I think one human has to be on at least in the game.
Dang it.
We could try it though afterwards.
We can just start gambling on these. We
Holy
can just
hell!
put gamba. Oh my goodness.
Which of these bots are gonna win?
Enough dodging your question. I really like blue sides just because the Nautilus CC, the Jin CC, then the Victor and Viego burst, like it feels like it's too easy to play. Similar to like last game when Witsenders had very simple like front to back team fight. It just ended up working out in the end. I imagine red side with the Lee Sin and the Ari will get an early lead. It's just how well can they propel that into the rest of the game.
Okay, Demi, you might be cooking. That might be.
Wait,
Hold on, wait. You get to place
we might be
bets on
cooking.
whoever's gonna win lane, and if you lose lane, you get flamed.
Oh my goodness. Wait, this is such a good idea.
We're gonna see bot Vendetta versus bot like fucking Hardy. It's gonna be Caitlyn versus Ashe.
Mhm.
We're gonna finally see a Caitlyn take cleanse.
Nah, they're all going ghost heal. None of them are above summoner level 1. No, nameplate's off. Everyone's even. I'd rather be on blue side, but
Yeah,
I
just because you.
think there's more volatility in red side's comp.
Yeah.
There's more, not game changing, like plays available. It's just they have more tools to disrupt what blue side wants to do.
I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want us to have any issues. Just gonna see if we
Uh-oh.
reach 0.
Mhm.
Some of the games today have been loading in at like 45 seconds left, so
Oh, fun.
yeah. Shot mine. Okay, there we go. Finally loads in. Thankfully, I think Riot fixed the issues this latest patch. I haven't had any issues loading into custom games yet. Keyword. Alright, we already got Mordekaiser spam pinging the Nautilus. Now let's see. Okay, we do have Amox on the Ahri. And yeah, I am already a big hater of the bot lane. I would have rather seen Ashe Leona.
Yeah, I think Ashleona is just easier to pull off.
Yeah.
I don't think, especially early rotation, there isn't CC from the Nautilus that like you want to look to cleanse with the Milio ult.
hmm
It's all knockups for the important stuff.
Yeah, pretty much the only like stun is technically like Jin W or Viego W. Everything else is knockups. Like, yeah, like who cares about the melee ult this game? We're seeing a 5-man stack of a brush looking for a counter in mid, so I guess that's the reason they were pinging the Nautilus here, trying to watch out for that invade. But Wits Enders, not pulling it off this game. So what time are you at? So we're synced up.
108, 9,
I'll pause at
10.
15.
Okay. Paused.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're gaming.
All right, let's see. Got Ocean Dragon as the first dragon this game. See, I love getting early Ocean Dragon as a laner. That shit feels so fucking good. So me, if I was them, I'd like try and prioritize that because Jin Nautilus is gonna get shoved in this game. So I feel like Lee should prioritize trying to speed up the game as much as he can.
Oh, of course. You need to get that ball rolling as soon as you can. Taking a quick look at keystones and such, the only standout one that I'm looking at is the Dark Harvest on the Jhin. It's very, very aggressive, not really playing for lane all that much, just because normally that would be like the fleet
Yeah.
that you go.
Yeah, I played Dark Harvest yesterday and it felt really good. I was playing it into a Kaisa and I was just abusing them.
All right. After seeing the last two games, given they were both on Jinx, I have quite a bit of faith for Mike and seeing how he's gonna pull it off. So excited to see how this bot lane goes. I think that's gonna be the most fist fighty one early at least.
Yeah, and one thing I'm surprised is that, like I said, Ash Mealy getting shoved in here early. This is not something that should be happening. I know it's hard to contest a Jhin early, but Nautilus doesn't provide anything early.
Yeah, this is the second time they've played this bot lane, is it? Where they've had Ashe on the Lux, because that was into your team that they
Yeah,
played it, right?
yeah. We played Kate Lux into Ash Melio, and it was not a fun time for Lemmy and Hart or Shmuley. Quick
No, I
hook here
remember.
for Hardy. Gonna take about half of Shmuley's health. Lemmy though getting a really good trade pattern back though, so at least defending his support.
hmm Really good job there. Unfortunately, it did cost a lot of his mana.
Yeah, he's been kind of spamming W, and that's not something you really want to do as a Ash.
hmm
Still has the biscuits here, so gonna pop in and get back to about half health or half mana. So easy time.
Yep. LS is rolling. Not he's not dead, but he's effectively still rolling his grave, seeing cookies.
I don't understand that argument. Like, I think cookies are perfectly fine. I don't understand the hate for them. I think they
It's
are very
because
useful
they are good, but a lot of pro players don't end up
using them.
like min-maxing them.
Yeah,
Like you see a lot of lanes where because it's pro play and it's so safe early, they just leave lane with three and then they
yeah.
don't do anything.
It's like 10 minutes into the game, you see three still in the inventory, and it's like, what the fuck was the point in them?
Exactly. In very safe lanes, it's hard to validate going them, but
Mhm.
fist fighty ones, you could definitely make an argument for them.
Yeah. Like, Jace is one of the laners where you pretty much have to take cookies because of his early aggression and mana issues.
hmm All right, first base coming out here from both junglers already. Looks like Viego is a bit quicker to get out back onto the map, but
And once
both of them
again,
coming out.
one thing I'm seeing is that Ash is really struggling to CS. I don't think Ash is a Lemmy champion.
Oh, I just
Almost
noticed that.
almost down 20-ish CS.
Yeah, I assume that's where a lot of the mana has gone with the W's, is just kind of over poking or trying to poke a bit too much just because he's afraid of like it being a Jin lane. You want to poke back because
Yeah.
if he hits you and you don't hit back, you lose. But in this
Pierre
case, trying to hit back also loses.
Pierre gonna be getting chunked out here, almost out of mana. Gandalf still hasn't taken a base yet. I wonder what item he's gonna go first. Hopefully it's the Rylai's, but some people might get baited into going Riftmaker first for the Mordekaiser.
I don't know top lane, so I can't really comment too much.
All right, and I was speaking on it that Lee Sin probably wants to prioritize the first dragon here, and it's actually going to be started by Mars with the bot shoving in.
Yeah, having that Ocean Drake feels really good if you're Pierre.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, Pierre even going to go in here. Already gotten his first base off. Gandalf hasn't, but this is just how the matchup goes. That you can't really ever ult the Mordekaiser because you keep the passive going. The passive still
mhm.
stays up when you're ulting, so you can actually die to it if you're not careful.
It
Let's
looks like he is
see.
picking up that Haunting Guise. He will be going to that, I assume, Riftmaker and not Leandri's first.
Yeah. Ultimate going to be used
Ooh,
by Pierre here. Going to
bonk.
throw him under turret. So going to force out Flash. Viego could look for a potential gank here after he clears his top camps. 3 Void Grub's going to be picked up for Exodia, though, on the Dragon trade, which I would say is perfectly fine for them. Like, I have no problem trying to speed up this game if I'm the Viego.
Yeah, that is perfectly fine in my books if I'm the Viego. And honestly, if I'm Pierre too, I've got like the Heartseal component that is giving you the base regen. I've got an Ocean Drake. I'm happy taking that super heavy trade, Ghost for Flash trade.
Hmm.
Like, you're going to get your health back pretty
Yeah.
quick on Tom Kench.
Yeah, has the Crystalline Bracker item, has the Ocean Dragon. Bro's never really getting poked out of lane anymore. Amok's looking for a quick trade here in the mid lane. Not doing as good of a job as he did on the last time he played Ari.
Yeah, no, Demi, don't worry. I heard that too. I was just gonna let it slide.
What is it? Bracer.
Crystalline
Oh.
Bracer.
Oh. I've never actually bought this item or like looked at it, so I looked at it for like half a second. Ultimate gonna be used by Gandalf here. Pierre gonna use the
Oh,
W to knock him up. But oh, nice
oh,
Q stun. Gonna get the heal back as well.
respect. No mana on the Ari here. If Viego's nearby, I honestly think that's a kill because you don't have enough mana to use your ultimate there.
Yeah, gonna get spotted out on the ward here in this brush though. Gonna see the Viega's ult or E passive. Pizza Chan looking for a gank here in the bot lane, brother. Brother thought he was in a highlight play, but somehow it works out. Lemmy gonna pick up the first kill. Gonna slowly chase down Mike. Probably gonna trade about half his health. So could have been worse, but thankfully it worked out for them in the end.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a little overcooked there by Hardy. He tried going back in with the Q hook. I honestly think if he just hooks the wall, he walks away scot-free.
Yeah, he probably does. But Lemmy able to get a early kill here, going to even the lane state. The CS lead not gonna matter too much anymore.
Speaking of CS leads, a little look to mid lane. About 20 up, which is pretty sizable.
Yeah, especially for a Victor here. He's at 95, so he's almost at his E upgrade.
Hmm.
Amok's just taking a really greedy way of playing the game. Like, oh, ultimate going to be used in the mid lane, going to find it on the gemstone, but does it
But no
matter?
mana.
This is
No
what we were
mana.
talking about. Why are you playing in lane this deep when you have no mana?
Yeah, like that was a great setup with the Charm ult there and both hits of a Q.
He's
Like that's
dead.
a very dead Victor.
Yeah.
Pierre, after almost dying under his own tower before hitting that last Q, still hasn't backed. Respect as hell.
Yeah, this is
Like he
this
has
is the
so much health
power of
regen.
an ocean dragon. It is so broken early game.
And he's just holding the freeze. What a
Yeah.
guy.
You gotta remember, this
No.
restores 24% max health. Or missing health
Oh.
over a minute. Gonna throw him under turret
Oh my,
and
that's a
dead.
solo kill.
Not. Oh my god, that
No?
shield. He can get one
That
more
shield.
Q. Easy.
Wait, he wins this fight though.
Uh, doesn't have
Maybe not.
mana. The E doesn't cost mana though. I don't think. It doesn't. He wins that. Holy hell!
Oh! And he
He's
has
gonna
red buff.
flash the mastery.
Oh my god. Do it again. Do it again.
Wait, Pierre? It doesn't even matter. Oh, Amok's gonna force to use flash. Ari, where's your damage?
What? He's right.
He doesn't care. My
He's
God! Pierre gonna bait him in potentially as well.
Oh
If he gets
my
the
God.
Q, he heals. He doesn't have the damage.
He has red buff. He has red buff. Miss cannon, not worth.
Nah, it's the mental damage. It's so worth.
Bro, if I'm red side, I'm so mentally boomed there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pierre now has a lead. What the? Why do I see Tabby's rush on Mordekaiser? Just rush your item, brother. You don't need to rush Tabby's in this matchup.
Boom. Hardy diff.
Hold up, I'm gonna back up.
Like, you're dead.
I'm gonna back up. I forgot I was on. I was still looking at Pierre. Let's see. Gemstone gonna get pulled in by Gandalf.
Wait! Pierre with the all chat! My man.
Can you pause? I went back and rewatched
Oh,
something.
yeah. I'm pausing at 11:45.
Okay, I'm at 11:15.
Okay, I'll let you catch up.
Oh my God, Hardy. The GOAT. Let's see. Lemmy gonna chase down Mike here, and yeah, unfortunately, that's just the power of Ash Melio.
Even just the power of Ash, like, you don't need a flash there just because Ash will run you down with passive.
You caught me typing, and I caught you lacking. Change
That's
your
my
name.
fucking goat.
Change your name to Doc, cause like
Oh my god. Alright, are you at 45?
I'm at 47.
Okay. I will just play and be a few seconds behind. It's chill.
Okay.
Wait, no, I speed up.
I'm at 11:51, 2, 3. All right, we got a TP down here into the bot lane. Let's see whose TP is that. Gemstone going to TP behind the bot lane of Exodia here. Don't know if they have the damage. Don't have the gravity storm. Hardy going to find the hook onto Lemmy here, but they just Melio is just way too. Nope, doesn't get
Ooh.
away. Unfortunately, Gemstone has enough damage. Oh,
Oh,
good
he opened
root
up.
by.
Oh no, that's a dead Ash.
Yeah.
2 kills onto
Oh.
the Victor.
Oh, I thought Pierre was going to get that Heartsteel proc.
He gets it. Don't worry, my goat. Nah, Pierre's been running this series.
Pierre is running this game, definitely. And the all chat typing, my god, their mental is gone.
Yeah.
Pizza Chan looking for a gank here onto Mike. Has the flash kick, gonna ward hop instead.
Nope. Good.
Force
If he
shots
flashed for
the
that,
ward. Tries to heal, I don't really know why. If he got auto Q auto, he probably kills Lee there, but just too much
yeah.
damage with the Conqueror stacked up, so fortunately Mike going to get caught out here.
Pierre has no fear at this point.
Also, yeah, I just realized he autoed a ward, so that might have actually changed something.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he had Collector. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had Collector during that fight,
He
so
did.
it may have meant something.
He had collected, he just didn't have the agility cloak. Oof.
Oh
Oh,
my god, that Victor hurts.
yeah. That's a Luden's Victor. Pierre, bonk.
Yeah, my man.
Ready?
He doesn't
bonk.
care you're on
Wait,
the
he's just
tower.
eating him. I'm gonna spit him out
Cook
in
him up.
Q.
Cook him up.
Auto, Q.
Yep.
Still has the E.
He took him into the Death Realm.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my.
Gonna take the turret shot. Mia Dolo, fucking Pierre in the top lane.
Yeah, ping his ghost all you want, brother. You flashed in that one.
Even gonna secure the plate in the top lane before it wears off.
Remember, this is the guy that drew what minimum first 3 bans. I can't remember what that last
Yeah.
2 were.
It was a Nivea something. I don't think they sent 4 top. I think they only sent 3, but 6
Oh, yeah,
total
Nivea.
between the 2 games.
Is it Nivea? And I can't remember what the last one was. Oh well.
Who cares? Top guy
all I
a
know-
bit crazy right now. You're goddamn right.
Yeah. Gemstone
Nah, but
hurts.
like, oh, ultimate gonna be used by the Ash. Gonna miss out on everybody. And this is what I'm talking about. Oh, also, before I even get to speak on that, there's a fight in the bot lane. Ultimate going to be used by Shmuley to get away. Curtain Cart going to be used to chase down Lemmy. Wait a minute, brother. There is a...
Oop, you gotta hit those.
Brother.
Oh, they didn't kill the Milio.
Hello?
Yeah.
Guys? What?
Um.
Okay. Amok's going to get caught out here in the mid lane. Mars has the ult flash. Going to secure that kill.
I don't think you need a flash for that, but you know what? Who cares? I think you just had to smite and ult, but it doesn't matter. Mental damage.
You're going to get dragged into the turret. He does not care. Going to use the ultimate again. Going to spit him out like the filth he is. Going to get another auto Q. My god, where is he getting all that attack speed from? Is that just...
Here, let me check his runes. Let me
Does
check
he
his
have
runes.
alacrity? He does. Holy, what a goat. I was like, Jesus Christ, he's attacking so fast.
Nah, Pierre is actually just the chillest player in the rec league, I swear.
You saw where?
Yeah. He's got alacrity and
attack
mini
speed,
shard for attack speed.
Yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ, he got auto Q auto off so fast. I like the tech, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Kench the champion that auto attacks a lot, so he also probably has a high base attack speed ratio because he's Tom Kench, so it probably goes good with each other. Gonna find another Q. Doesn't matter.
Brother, he does not care. He wants to be next to you. He wants that Heartsteel proc. I guarantee it.
He will literally die. He'll give over 500 gold for a fucking Heartsteel proc and say worth.
Mm-hmm. And I'll agree with him.
Mars, gotta be careful here, brother. Ultimate gonna be used by the Ash. Gonna miss wide. They're looking for a quick fight. They're just completely split up. They don't know if they want to actually go for this. Jin finally moving up.
They were trying to play into their strength and just look. There it is. That's the pick that they want. Flash coming out
And
from Gemstone.
Flash gonna be used over the wall, and now all of their pressure is gone. Pizza Chan going in, kind of a tilter. Yeah, don't really know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, that's just what happens when you don't get your initial pick on this team.
Oh, Flash gonna be used by
Oh,
Lemmy. Mars just
Q,
barely
Q,
Q.
Q. There
Q
we go.
kills. Gets the reset. Amox doesn't save the charm. Gonna use the reset of
Boom!
the Heartbreaker. Gonna be able to secure the kill
Get
and
him!
go get him. Pierre finally moving
Yeah!
down from the top lane. And yeah,
Hard steal,
this
hard steal,
is
hard steal.
bonk. Triple kill for Viego, and that might be game. They had
Yeah,
one play. It had to work out. The second that Gemstone flashed over the wall, they should have just disengaged, and they ended up fighting for some reason. Oh,
yeah.
Pierre's on the prowl.
They tried really hard to work around their game plan of like look for a pick, but as soon as that Ashold goes wide, it's really hard to. Pizza Chen was able to
Oh,
find the ward hop. Oh,
you got to eat in the top lane.
oh,
Pierre's
oh my
cooking.
goodness! It's all falling apart.
He's just licking him to death.
Q,
Oh, nice sidestep.
good sidestep.
Nice drag back, but it doesn't matter. Just auto
Mm,
and Q. And just going to walk at him.
it's a slow.
Bonk.
Oh my god, every lane is falling apart here.
3 top bans, and it still doesn't matter.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think we're just slowly waiting for this game to be over.
Here's just eating their top laners alive. He
Yeah.
beat Pizza Chan, said give me another one, and
He
now he's
gave
eating
Pizza
Gandalf
Chan
alive.
Shen, and he said,
Hmm.
I don't give a fuck. Alright, I'll give you your main. It don't matter. I can play anything into it.
Now he's 1v1ing Tower, and I think he was winning. When's the last time he backed? He's been sitting on this inventory
He's at
for
3k
ages.
gold. He could.
My goat!
He's gonna buy a lot of items when he gets to base.
Nah, if he's chill as fuck, he goes Trinity Force and just says, yeah, I'm winning.
Nah, go Titanic. Auto Q auto with a Titanic proc.
Hardy gotta go down here, but it doesn't matter.
Hardy's just min-maxing his stats.
That's true.
He's like, wait a minute, I have a 6KD, I can't have that.
Hmm. He has to set it right so that people don't ban Nautilus against him. He likes playing that shit. Interesting strategy, Mike.
Yeah, interesting strategy. Just gonna, but do they really care? It's a tier 1 mid, and they're losing their tier 2 bot.
Yep.
Jin gonna
Ward
get
into the flash kick.
Ward kicked
Kick
into
flash.
his team. Pizza Chan gonna get, not even gonna get the kill,
Mm.
and gonna flash the Mastery 7 emote. Now Pierre is here, the real Giga Chad.
I'm playing in this Rec League season, but I think my favorite team is the Wits Enders.
Oh my God, Pierre gonna eat
Oh
him out
my.
and just spit him out.
What is Pierre min-maxing with two not Negatron cloaks, the two of the null magic mantles?
Probably building towards, I would assume it's gonna be a, what's it called? What, Kanik.
Yeah, but doesn't he just
Wait,
upgrade
Mike?
one?
Wait a minute, Mike doing a little bit of trolling. Gonna crash that
you know what?
Rift Herald into the turret, gonna die for it, hashtag worth.
I won't even blame him. If I'm playing Jin this game after having to carry on Jinx, and now the rest of the game is just playing itself, I'm not mentally checked in. I don't know who's on my team or the enemy. I'm playing like Farming Simulator.
Oh, Shmuley, just wait a minute.
That's not the 1v1 you think it is. That's not the 1v2 you think it is.
Pierre's just gonna
Oh.
waddle away, waddle,
Mastery Flash.
till the very next
Holy
day.
shit.
Bop, 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 ba da da.
Oh, he's out!
He's gonna stun him as well. Now the Ash Slow's gonna come in and Gandalf's probably gonna pull him back, but yeah. Wait, does he have W? Doesn't even matter. Bro's just farming Heartsteel.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the E? Aw, E was like a half a second. Would have had E and then just W'd out. Lemmy gets a
Okay, so
1k? Who cares?
Yeah, they're able to get the Tom Kench. However, they used everything on him while we are how long out from the Drake? 40 seconds on Soul Point? I think I care.
Might be the most AFK Lee I've ever seen. True. He really likes his flash kicks and his ward hop kicks, and Shmoli's dead.
Mhm.
And I think we might be getting close to the end of this game.
Yeah, I would have to
Soul point in 20.
concur.
Hardy
Nice
going
hook.
in, gonna find a nice hook. Does it really matter, bro? I don't even think it matters that you're ulting that, Mike. He just roots you and he's gonna auto you. Flashing away from the
Good
isolated
flash.
Q. Gonna get the kill. Flashes the mastery. Gonna open up with the curtain call. Just gonna throw some ults. Pizza Chan going in. Does a single ward hop. And that might be game.
hmm Good Lee Sin mechanics, but like your team just fell behind too early. Nothing could be done about it.
Mars
Like,
gonna do a good job. Yeah, a rough Lee Sin game.
mhm.
Especially with the Mordekaiser losing to Tom Kench.
And is Pierre? Yeah, he's just 1v1ing Drake. My man.
Years ago, alright, he sees there's a... Wait, is that even Mountain Dragon? No, it's Hextech. He wants more attack speed, alright? You want to lick some
Yeah.
people some more.
More Qs, more autos. Yeah. My man.
1.13 attack speed, that's all he cares about. Yeah. Pierre almost like Kanik. Once he gets that, I don't think he's ever dying.
To hell with it. Give this man his Rabadon's death cap. I want to see it.
Yeah, where's my Nashor's Lichbane, Tom Kench?
Holy. Honestly, if anyone could pilot it, I would trust Pierre to pilot it for me.
There are like some Tom Kench and high elos that actually play AP Tom Kench top.
I know it's good.
It is. It's kind of disgusting.
I,
I think they
I've
got
seen
like
it.
Roa Leandries or something.
hmm I've seen it played before. It is very silly. Especially back last season when I would see them have demonics. Like, that's exactly what you want.
Oh my god, that Q range because of his HP.
Oh!
God damn. Lemmy turning it onto Mike here. Not going to find anything. Pizza tries to flash kick him, but doesn't matter. Misses the Q. Victor going to secure the kill. Pierre just having the time of his life here. Tower diving a Mordekaiser.
In Death Realm. Like, he got sent to Brazil, but
Bro,
Pierre
Pierre
said,
from Brazil.
I know! Pierre said, I was born here! Holy shit!
I was born and molded by it. Lemmy gonna hop out prematurely from this game. Brother's had enough of 80 carry experience. I wonder where he's gonna roll swap to next. Gonna flash the mastery emote. Gonna
Boom!
try and
Hardy
tower
working on his
dive.
KD.
Hardy has to get more deaths, just like what's his name in pro play. But that's gonna be all she wrote. 27-7, a 17k gold lead for Witsenders.
Oh my god.
Now, talking MVP, all right. Everyone's gonna point their eyes to Mike in the first game. What? Yeah, he was Jinx. He popped off. I think this MVP's got to go to Pierre.
Yeah, like
That man.
you could even point it, you know what, flowers to Mike and flowers to Gemstone for playing the brand and a very good Victor in the second game. Emotionally, Pierre ran that entire server. Pierre
Yeah,
ran that entire goddamn server.
Bro, Pierre drew so much pressure topside first game. The fucking Shen was trying with the volley bear to kill him for minutes on end. It didn't matter. They were losing everything elsewhere. It doesn't matter if he was 0-7. He still won because he drew pressure away. And he was still more impactful than the Shen was. And then game two, bro just 1v9 as Tom Kench.
hmm I mean, I very, very easily remember the three people he had visit him in top lane, and he said, "You know what? Don't care. I'll win."
Yeah, let's get Pierre in here for this quick interview.
Yeah, hop in your Pierre. If Pierre is unable to for whatever reason,
I guess you
send
can.
whoever you want.
Let's take Hardy because we got Mike earlier for the first series. Let's get Hardy in
True.
for the booth.
Can
If
they see casting booth?
yes, they can.
There he is.
Pierre's a caster.
There he is.
Hello.
Hello, Pierre. How you feeling after those two games?
That was good. I definitely enjoyed, playing a little bit of top lane with the boys. A nice 4 game series at a reasonable time of day for me. It's not even
Only,
midnight yet,
yeah,
so
only 11:30.
yeah, money and a half. That was that was good. I was a little bit worried in the first because we played 2 series today.
Mm-hmm.
The first game that we played of like the four, it was a little bit messy. When I looked up from the top lane midway through the game, and that gave me a little bit of worry about like, ooh, is my island strategy going to work tonight? But the boys pulled it together, and both games of that series didn't really have to worry too much about what was happening on the bot side of the map, which was nice.
Yeah, so let's talk about how was it riding the high of the winning the second game of your first series going into the series? Do you think it affected you guys? Because I know a double header back to back series can be a little bit tiring for some people, but how was it for y'all?
I think it was good. Yeah, I think that definitely did help. I think we like built up a good amount of synergy because we're not all like best pals. Like obviously we do get along, but we don't play a whole lot together. So it was good to play 4 games with the boys and get the warm up game in that we lost beginning and then win the next 3. It was quite the run and quite a good night.
Yeah, definitely showed it. Let's see, you guys are now 3-1. Do you know who your next opponent is?
No, I normally learn in the champion select.
My man. All right. I do want to take a quick look. I need to stay more up to date on these matchups that everyone has. Wait, can I
Okay,
even find it?
I know where it is. It's I have it. I just type in season 7 schedule and it opens up for me.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Looks like you're up
see.
against Tusk next. Or no?
No, Freshie
Oh, you're up
J and
against me
Mike.
and Tusk.
Ooh,
Oh
what
wow,
team is
yeah,
that? Is that
It
Mike.
Die
should be,
Uber mention?
yeah, Diaber Mention and Git are your
Ooh,
next two
Wow, you
opponents.
guys have 5 series in the first 3
very
weeks.
good. Yeah, I think that there's definitely going to be some tough top lane matchups for me coming up here. So I'm eager to see how they go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
you got.
feeling good? How are you feeling good about your top lane prowess after drafting 3 bans, first rotation towards you, and still performing both of these last 2 games?
Yeah, I think I'm a reasonably good top laner, and also like my team's been doing a good job drawing pressure and allowing me to just like 1v1 and 2v2, and I've been spamming arena PBE, so
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
all about that 1v1 and 2v2.
Pro has his skills refined. He's ready to take all these top lane
Yeah,
1v1s.
he drew a fourth ban earlier, by the way. Ryan, he drew the Singed ban as his final ban.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so 4 bans. Jesus, feeling like
Mm.
me out there drawing 5 bans every game.
Nah, you wish you could perform like him.
I
Don't
wish
even.
my fucking Tom Kench would not be half as good as yours.
Man.
Yeah. Uh,
They did do a good job though. I'd probably give like the at least in that last game, honorable MVP maybe go to Ash. I think Lemmy kind of did well. Ran
yeah,
me down a couple times.
yeah. We were
Um,
criticizing it in a draft. We preferred the Ash Leona instead of the Ash Melee if they had Lemmy going 80 carry, but he definitely showed up.
yeah,
He has some
definitely.
really good trades with his Qs and just like taking heavy trades in lane. Kept a bit of a suppression on Jin early on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the rest of the map fell apart, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
the,
not
the,
much.
the, the top side of the map is their strong point, and it shouldn't have been bot lane that was the most fed.
yeah. I think that like Tom Kench is not the best matchup for Mordekaiser, and once Tom Kench gets rolling, it's pretty horrible because if you don't have the DPS to get through his healing, which is pretty unreasonable, it can be kind of a sad story.
It's a very oppressive matchup. I've played a very few games in the Tom Kench top, but when I have, if he's ahead at any point, it's just okay. I am no longer allowed to touch him
Uh,
realistically.
Also, gotta say, I respect the alacrity second. Me and Orion were commenting because we
Mhm.
were noticing how fast you were auto attacking. So it was really
Yeah,
interesting to see and learn some of the new techs that you could do.
definitely. Alacrity is super important. I
Yeah,
think that like just the Q max hitting a bunch of Qs and hitting a bunch of autos is like the only right way to play Tom. And
yeah,
also ulting them and spitting them out under turret is just broken.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed a lot last season because I think there was somebody who was like pretty much a Tom Kench one trick. They didn't realize that if you have two stacks on someone, you can QR them for the third from a
Yeah,
distance. You don't actually need to have the third stack to QR them.
yeah, definitely, it's very strong. Although it's kind of a hard one for me to hit on my ping.
Yeah, definitely. 90 versus like 30 pings, a big difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be all from us. Thank you, Pierre, for joining us for the interview. Thank you,
Mhm.
Orion, for joining me for the co-cast. We have one more series later tonight in 2 hours at 9 p.m. EST. So check us out then. It's going to be Kwangdong Tigers versus Grubby Gladiators. So yeah, stick around then. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and everyone else.